can't get the snowblower over I can't get the snowmobile over the snowbank. So he's gonna blow. I always blow a couple of paths. It's too hard to make it over the top of that. 2008, the snowbanks were 8 feet high. I had to use, without the backhoe, I wouldn't have been able to get out of here. Pickup truck couldn't keep the driveway open that winter. So yeah, this thing needs a pull cord. I called it air-cooled engine place today, and the wires are too close there. Yeah, that's got to be tie wrapped over or something. Yeah, the pull cords are ready to go. Anyway, we got our basket on the back. We put I'll show you what we put in here in a few minutes. And then we worked on something else. Last winter I hit this with the snowblower. Of all people, me. Normally I don't break anything. Anyway, I took a chunk of wood off it, so we had to cut the whole back end off here. Looks better. It's a little shorter now, but yeah, we put this hitch on just today. Little metal brackets. Made those. And I had this. This is on my big black plastic toboggan. It's out there somewhere. We dug up this thing over here. It's an old ski box that I used to use, and now we have trucks, so don't really need it. Somewhere out there is that black plastic toboggan that I tow with the Skidoo, but we can't find it. And there's 3 feet of snow everywhere, so it's in there underneath all that snow. I think a tornado blew it around somewhere. I don't know where it went. So we made this. I made the bracket on the front, the piece of angle here, a little rusty piece of angle. Welded these. We just welded those two on. Put a bolt, 2 bolts through there. I repaired this. I found an old tie-down strap, and some of these leather things were broken. We tie wrapped these baskets. They're bolted together. I made this years ago. And yeah, it's ready to go. So this goes to the back of the Skidoo. I made a little hitch for it underneath that little container thing on the back. Yeah, right here I made this little hitch. I made this one year, and then I got the toboggan going, and we had to add a little hitch to the bottom. So I'll go show you what we put in there. So this whole corner of the shop is taken up by our maple syrup equipment. I have about, I think I have about 80 of these cans, and they're everywhere. There's a whole bunch in there. I think there's more in there. The lids are in here. And then these jugs are what we use to collect the sap. And then this setup here, these are my steam table pans that I use on the evaporator. So that'll come later when we got enough sap. But it's pretty redneck, but it works. And my 18-year-old son he really wants to do this, so I wasn't gonna make maple syrup this year. I find it's a lot of work, and I don't have enough time to do other things I want to do. But it is fun to do. But it's a tremendous amount of work. So he wants to do it, so we'll give it a shot. Yeah. So here's what we do. And they don't fall off. And I can carry 5. So 2. This thing here is all out of shape. There we go. So 2 go in there, and then 3 in the milk crates, and you can carry 100 liters of sap if you fill all 5 up. Yeah, so it's a pretty good setup. The seat's starting to go. I've had this Ski-Doo for 15 years now, I think. Runs okay. We just put a new windshield on it. And what else do we do to it? We bought something else. Yeah, just in January, my son likes to run around the yard with it. It's freaking dangerous, but it's fun. Fun to have. I wouldn't do maple syrup if I didn't have this thing, because it's just too physically demanding. You know, you're running around. This will pack your trails for you. It'll bring your sap right over to the evaporator, and you can actually go get firewood or whatever. And then when you do pack the trails with this thing, you can actually walk on the packed snow. But you got to go out in the morning, because in the afternoon when it starts to get mild, this thing gets stuck everywhere. Everybody thinks Ski-Doos don't get stuck. I think of all machines I own, Ski-Doos are the one thing that's stuck more than anything. So the snow softens up and there's water underneath in the spring, and bang, you're stuck. The track will shoot all the snow out from underneath it, and then it just drops right down. But yeah, as long as there's snow, your sap keeps. It's kind of like milk. It goes bad, and so I bury it in snow, and then when we have enough sap, we fire up the evaporator. And I think the best year we ever had, we made 12 gallons of syrup. Most years we get 5 or 6 gallons. So a batch, you might get 1 or 2 gallons per batch. So you fire it up 3 times, get 6 gallons roughly, and that's it, and the season's over. And the last 3 years have been bad, 3 bad years in a row. So last year I didn't even do it because, you know, it was just, I needed a break. And this year I didn't really want to do it, also because of the tornado. We've been out with the chainsaws, cutting a path to get through, because there's no, I mean, there's trees down everywhere. So, yeah. Anyway, that's what I'm up to today. We lost about, I think about 5 or 6 really the best producing maple trees we have. So it's kind of discouraging. So it will not be a good year this year, even if it is a good year. These 3 trees over here are maples. Yeah, the oak tree. That's the oak tree we lost right there. That log sticking up. I might cut that into lumber. Yeah, and then there's some small maples that are almost big enough to tap. That's one there. This one leaning is a maple. There's about 7 or 8 around here. And then I got the rest of them over where he is with the snowblower right now. So, well, that's what we're up to. I think it's going to run this week because they're saying above 0 all week. That's what you want ideally. -5 Celsius. -5 Celsius at night, +5 in the morning. In the daytime is the ideal temperatures. So here, there, I made him a mountain of snow so he could make a Quincy, but I guess he lost motivation, and he didn't actually. It's like an igloo. He's supposed to tunnel it out inside. I blew everything in the front yard here into one big pile. So that'll be a perfect place to store the sap when it gets too warm out. Alright, well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching.